Right on. Well, it's been a while since I've done some knife videos, so here's a couple of them I've got coming up for you. The first one is from, as you can see right here, it's from Jesse James. That's the same dude who built all the motorcycles and all that that stuff, you know, back on TV. It's called the Nomad is the name of the knife. There is a little certificate of authenticity. It's got his little autograph on the bottom of the card there. Kind of cool. The blade is pretty awesome. Overall, it's going to be 8 3/4 long. Let me get it open without killing myself. That was close. So it's 8 3/4 overall length. It's got a 4-inch blade with about what does it say? The cutting, it's 3 1/4 inches on the cutting edge. It's made out of AEB-L steel. It's got a flat grind, Tonto blade, and so the steel is that what did I say it was? AEB-L, and then it's got a carbon fiber handle and a titanium frame. What's kind of cool about some of this stuff is the carbon fiber doesn't have any kind of liner or anything like that. It just seems to be one solid chunk of carbon fiber that's been machined out. It's got his little logo on there. You can see it. There it is. Kind of. And it's over here as well. Pretty cool knife. I mean, it's nothing you would probably want to carry around. I've carried it a couple times. The thing I wish it had, either one of two things. Where this thing, well, let's get it closed. Please stand by. While this thing is closed, there's 2 little screws right up here. I think it'd be kind of cool if it had a little pocket clip that would hang down here, but have like 2 little detent bumps up here that would hold the frame in place, something like that. Or just a really nice, like, leather pocket slip or something like that. Like I said, it's not really conventionally usable, but it's awful cool, and that's why I got it. So that's the Jesse James Nomad. Very cool thing. I'll grab some more knives. I'll be back. Right on. Next up, I've got a Vosteed, whatever they want to call it. And this is even harder to pronounce, but I think it's called the Ankylo or something like that. Something like that. It's got a lock, which I'm highly addicted to, called the Vanchor Lock. It's a push button, so you push right there, and it just shuts right away. You can push it again and slide it open again. Pretty dang cool. So this has got now let's see, what's the specs on this thing? It's got let me get up here. So the blade length is 3.18 inches. Yeah, let's go like that. 3.18 inches of blade. The overall length is 7.75 inches long. And, well, what else is important about it? Elmax steel, got the Vanchor Lock, aluminum handle scales, and that's pretty much all you gotta know. It's just a really awesome package, too. So it comes with kind of a rubberized tin. It's got a Velcro patch, got a sticker, and a zipper pouch to keep all your stuff safe, and a little cloth to clean off the fingerprints. Just a really cool, really cool. Really dig it. And if you're into this kind of thing, there's multiple ways to pull this thing out. You got the top flipper here, which is pretty easy. There's this front flipper here, which I can almost do it. There's this finger hole here where you can flip it from the back side, or you can open it from this way, or you can just swing it open that way. Just a really cool knife. Really fidget friendly if you like that kind of thing. So that's one of my favorites. I carry that a lot. So that's the Vosteed, whatever they call it. Very cool stuff. I got some more though. I'll be right back. Right on. Here is another awesome knife. This is the CRKT Redemption. So this is based off of a Ken Onion design called the Deadman's Hand, I think it was called. And it was a custom knife that he had built. And so this one here is kind of the CRKT version of that. They got in collaboration with Hogue Knives, and they just put out one heck of a knife. The only thing that's really kind of cool about this is if you're familiar with this like axis lock or bar lock, whatever they want to call it. Look at this thing, just how it falls. That's the only way to deploy and undeploy the blade. Undeploy the blade. Anyway, so this thing is, let me get the specs for you. It's, here we go. So the overall length on this bad boy is somewhere, where did it go? I can't actually tell you. That guy doesn't have the overall length. There it is. 9.19 inches overall length. That's pretty awesome. It's got 4.8 inches of MagnaCut steel, and when it's all closed up, that's 5 inches of awesomeness right there. That's a G10 right here on the handle scales, and what are they using? I think it said stainless steel for the bolsters. Yeah, stainless steel on the bolsters. Just really super cool. Yeah, that was just one when I saw it. I knew I just had to have it. Let's see. I think, I might as well. I got time for one more knife. I'll show you the one that I was carrying today. I'll be back. Alright, well, I didn't really carry this one with me today, but it's one of those knives that I should have included back in my fighting knives video a while back. This is just a freaking awesome piece of machinery right there. That is the CRKT, let's see, let me find what the actual part number to that bad boy is. It's the 2060. It's an Alan Elishowitz design. It's called FTWS, for those who served. That's the little gold star that was on the other side, right there. Oops, wrong way. You really can't see it, but there you go. It's got a little emblem. Whoa. Okay. Anyway, so the specs on this thing are its overall length is 11.63 inches. The blade is 6.3 inches. It's a modified spear point, which is kind of cool because the new Buckmaster has a similar blade shape, but it's like $1,000. So it's got the modified spear, double edge. It's a chisel grind. It's made out of SK5's carbon steel, and well, that's about it. It's got a glass-filled nylon handles, very grippy, and And you can kind of see here, but not really. The scale is slightly smaller. See that? It's slightly smaller than the frame of the knife, but you can't feel that. It just goes right into your hand. Very, very nice knife. So yeah, that's the CRKT 2060, but that's not the one I was carrying today. I'll get you the knife I was carrying today. I'll be right back. Right on. If you like knives, you might already know this by the shape. This is Cold Steel's AEB-L Lite. So it is just a freaking awesome knife. It features this cool little lock called a scorpion-like lock. Sorry about that. Scorpion lock, which is designed by Andrew Demko. That's why it's called the AEB-L Lite. The Lite also is because it's a lot lighter in the price as well than the original. Just a really cool knife. It works very, very nicely. So you can see at the end of this lock bar here, so you go down here and there's a pivot here, there's a coil spring way back in here which puts a lot of pressure on this bar. The bar has this little lock pin right there. And somewhere on here, right there on the blade, there is where that pin drops into. What's also cool is right there, there's a couple little stop pins. There's one on each side. They do two purposes in this knife. One, when it's the way it is right now, it's they're stopping the blade from going further back into the handle and damaging the edge. And then they are stop bars, or basically stop pins for the lock. They come down and slap on that, and that goes in there. Very cool thing, very cool. I don't know if I can do this without cutting myself. Probably not. But you can watch the end of the lock bar here. See how it moves up? Then as it's going around, it just drops right in. Just a very cool knife. And then to unlock it, it's kind of like one of those crossbar locks, except you got to pinch it differently. You just got to kind of pry up on the bar. You can also, there you go. You can also do that too. I'm still working on that. But yeah, just a really awesome knife. Cold Steel AEB-L Lite. That's one of my, that's like my favorite carry around every day, scare people with knife. It's very cool. So thanks for checking all this out. I hope you liked it. And I got some other ones coming up later, so I'll be back.